An SSTO craft launch facility lies to the east of our current location, McNeely Air Force Base. The facility was a collaborative project between OSIA and Yuktobania. It was built to be a bridge to outer space, with a mass driver 7.5 miles in length. Our radar has detected several planes from a Yuktobanian squadron approaching the facility from several directions. The facility is currently conducting pre-launch operations for an SSTO craft. The base commander will provide you with further orders.
This is the commander of McNeely Air Force Base. All units, including those refueling at this base, are now under my command. Engage the incoming enemy. All untrained pilots are barred from taking off. Those guys are still kids.
To launch. Commencing countdown.
I remember this space center well. The mass driver was built by OSIA and Yuktobania as part of their collaborative efforts to construct an international space station. Our anti-war president used the surplus funds that came from cutting the defense budget to build it.
Is that the Arcbird?
The Arcbird, a white bird built as the first step toward the realization of the space station project. Now it's left its orbit and is just low enough to graze the atmosphere. It's coming down to pick up the laser cannon they're about to launch. They were building a bridge of peace that would span into outer space. Not anymore. The machinery meant for this peaceful mission was about to be used for our counterattack.
Hey, listen. Yes? Isn't that thing supposed to work like a satellite? Why'd it climb down all this way? It's a maneuverable orbiting spacecraft. I know that. I'm just saying, if the system uses atmospheric friction to change its orbit, then wouldn't that make it pretty hard to defend itself?
I guess it'd be in trouble if someone started firing at it right now.
Yeah, so shouldn't it be higher up then? Continue countdown. 3 minutes to launch.
Halt the countdown. Enemy incoming. This is the Base Air Defense Command. The enemy has a large formation of transport planes escorted by a squadron of fighters. They're conducting an air assault to capture this base.
What? They're actually planning to invade OSIA?
If we shoot the parachutes before the tanks detach, we'll smash them into the ground. You with me? I guess we don't have any other choice. I can't believe that's our strategy.
Airborne tanks are dropping from the transport plane.
Can you count all those parachutes? I gave up already.
Destroy all airborne ACVs. Engage them in the air and on ground. The ACVs are moving this way. Don't let them get near the mass driver.
Fox 2!
They're targeting us! Go on, get out of here! They're halting the countdown after all this? All that hard work! Just down the drain! Attention Allied planes! Destroy all approaching enemy tanks!
It's all over if the tanks break through. Blaze, do you think our forces are sufficient? I'd like to think so too, but they even had to call us out.
Multiple enemy aircraft overhead! They're coming this way! We're getting requests from every team to restart the launch. Chief, this is unacceptable. Please restart the countdown. I'm on orders from our Air Defense Commander. We have to comply. Direct hit! Damage report!
Fox 2! I was positive that missile would guide and hit him!
I'll try one more time to convince the higher-ups to launch. ACV's destroyed. Our thanks to all Allied aircraft.
That should be most of them.
It looks like they've abandoned the ground invasion and decided to just destroy the base. Wipe out the remaining enemy forces. Make an effort to minimize any damage to the mass driver. Large number of cruise missiles tracked on the outer edge of our radar coverage. All fighters, engage and destroy these cruise missiles.
Captain, can you detect the cruise missiles from there? I picked them up as well. They're heading for the facility. Look at all those missiles.
The SSTO is gonna get hit if this keeps up.
This is Flight Director Adam Gittleman. Continue SSTO launch. Recommence launch sequence. Attention all personnel. We only have one chance to launch. Let's all do our jobs and see this through to the very end. That is all. Weather team, roger. Flight control team, roger. Guidance team, roger.
My plane can't keep up with them. Missile trajectories detected. Moving to intercept.
Edge, Fox 2!
The catapult camera just shut off. Was the SSTO hit? The camera just malfunctioned.
We're being pushed back, little by little. I can't shoot them all down.
You'll do fine. Stay calm and you won't miss.
I shot him down.
Seal off D-block. Nobody's left in there, right? Take the wounded to warehouse 4! 4 minutes to launch. Hold them off till then. 4 minutes? We won't last that long!
Blaze, do you know why the Arcbird was built? Ironic, isn't it?
Confirmed kill on a bomber. Those must be the aircraft behind those cruise missiles.
We'll be safe here. Calm down.
Kids, enemy kill confirmed.
What about the final check on the remote measurement units?
Sorry, sir. Remote measurement units check complete.
Guidance team reporting. Our launch window will close in a few minutes. Have faith in our fighter pilots. Don't rush your final checks. Kid, is the launch facility safe? I can't tell from here. Good. I'll continue the operation.
3 minutes! 3 minutes to go!
Fire in H block. Communications. I want you to ensure all comm lines stay open. We've got it covered, sir. 3 modes of communication. Wired, wireless, and runners. Whoa, that was close. Come on, we can't waste any more time. Damn it! They got the captain's plane! Flight control, your job is done. Evacuate the area immediately. We can't have any mistakes here. We're staying. Just a little more. Just 2 more minutes. Final pre-flight check. All stations, go over everything one last time. Guidance, navigation, flight control, telemetry, communications, flight dynamics. Do we have a go or no go? All systems go from all team leaders. Proceeding with launch.
Nice kill!
thing if it kills us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff! SSTO increasing speed. SSTO passing checkpoint 1. Passing checkpoint 2. Passing checkpoint 3. Mass driver hit by cruise missile. SSTO status report. Everything's clear. All systems are go. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. It's a beautiful sight. This is great. Observation room reporting. The SSTO is climbing smoothly. Congratulations.
The white bird rose up once again, laser cannon in its wings. It was a moving sight. In my heart, though, I wished it didn't have to be used in war.
None of them found out why the enemy targeted the base until much later. Of course, by that time, it was too late.
We prevented the Yuktobanian army from capturing the launch facility. The SSTO launch was successful. The SSTO docked with the Arkbird, which had descended into the upper atmosphere, and successfully transferred a laser weapon module over to the craft. All aircraft with the 108th Tactical Fighter Squadron and the Sand Island Detachment return to base as soon as rearming and refueling operations are complete.
You people are like the plague, you know that? The moment you return to Sand Island, this happens.
A large combined force of Yuktobanian vessels and aircraft has been detected advancing in the ocean directly toward Sand Island from the west. Our intelligence has confirmed the presence of amphibious assault ships within the oncoming fleet. We believe the enemy's goal is to conduct a landing operation on Sand Island and capture this base. Close with the enemy, disrupt landing operations, and suppress their naval gunfire directed at our forces ashore.
Even if this turns into a ground war, I am prepared to fight for this island to the bitter end. As my advanced guard, I want you to forget everything else and concentrate on dealing a lethal blow to the incoming enemy invasion fleet. We'll be deploying everything we've got. Launch every aircraft capable of anti-ship combat, regardless of combat experience.
Captain,
Which plane am I going?
Captain, which plane should I...
are we launching in this formation?
War Dog, launch.
This is AWACS Thunderhead. All units, listen carefully.
Ah, I missed that sweet voice. Say, you get that from your mama's side of the family?
Cut the chatter. First enemy wave, bearing 280 degrees. You are cleared to engage on sight.
It's too risky to bring the nuggets here.
I'm with you on that. You agree, kid? Seriously, they got their hands full just keeping their planes in the air.
If we make it back alive, there's something I want to ask you, if that's all right. Thank you. It's just something I have to know. Numerous radar hits confirmed. Enemy plane Enemy ships are firing towards Sand Island. Stop them! Enemy assault ships are launching attack helicopters. Shoot them down before they reach Sand Island.
Assault Squadron, provide fire support to the amphibious force.
The coastline is under heavy enemy attack!
I know. All units, this is Colonel Perot at Base Command. Do everything in your power to stop them. If you can't protect this island, what will we tell our great heroes in the sky?
Great heroes? What's weird? He's like a completely different man. Don't expect that stuff when we get back. I bet he's got a different script for us.
Enemy assault ships are launching hovercraft.
So hey, if the enemy wins here, then what happens to us? Damn, this ain't looking good.
Finally, a real battle. I'm getting nervous. Beaver, your plane's wavering.
Hey Nuggets, try to keep sight of your flight lead. Don't screw it up, alright?
Engaging enemy amphibious force!
Airborne Attack Squadron. Don't worry about us. We will stand firm and fight to the end.
What a tearjerker. Man, if he needs our help, he should just say so. Of course, not that we have the time to help right now.
Enemy ground forces opening fire. Great weather. I can see from...
Missile fired from enemy sub.
What?
Get out of there, Grim. You Nuggets, too.
Climb, come on!
You hear me, Nuggets? You have to climb.
Pull up! Everyone! Get your altitude above 5,000 feet!
Submarine missile launch confirmed. Believed to be a burst missile with multiple warheads that separate in midair. Get above 5,000 feet and stand by. Wait, we're getting a command override from somewhere. Data linked to AC5 targeting system. Who's this? Now it's counting down by itself. 9, 8, 7.
Damn it! They're not gonna make it!
4, 3, 2, 1. The sky just lit up. Missile vaporized in midair.
What was that? Did you see that, kid? A beam of light fell from the sky!
Was that the Arcbird?
Missile destroyed by a laser beam fired from orbit altitude. It's the Arcbird. We've got the Arcbird. All units, continue engaging the enemy.
The missiles all disappeared! What's going on? What's that? What happened? So now what? We don't have anything that can touch it that high up. Don't be intimidated. Continue with the attack.
This is the anti-sub patrol plane, Blue Hound. Submarine detected by sonar buoy. Sound pattern analysis produces a match with the syntaxi.
Captain, do you think the Arcbird can really avoid hitting us? Yes, it does seem to be highly accurate.
Thunderhead, this is Blue Hound. Detecting sounds from syntaxi indicating imminent missile launch.
Arcbird, we'll send the data over as soon as we detect the missile. We're counting on you.
That big bird's got good aim. Stay sharp.
Missile away from enemy sub.
Locked on. Begin data link.
It's not gonna shoot at us next, is it?
now. What are you gonna do? Countdown to firing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Artbird shot a laser into the ocean. Explosion in the water. It damaged the submerged Syntaxi, picking up sounds of main ballast below. The Syntaxi's surfacing.
It's huge!
Looks like it's lost diving ability. It's floating like a cork. All units, commence attack!
The Syntaxi's surfacing! It appears to be damaged!
Aircraft launching from enemy submarine. Roger. Blue Hound, stand by. War Dog, engage the enemy aircraft if you see an opportunity. Enemy sub launching first missile. Brace for impact.
Multiple burst missile! This really is like Steel Rain!
We gotta end this soon or we'll be in trouble.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact now!
It's like this enemy came straight out of the Demon Legends. It can't be.
If we can sink it here, you think we'll be able to turn the tide of battle, Captain? I hope so. We've been on the defensive for a while now.
Retreat immediately. I can't believe this sub is still that powerful even after it's surfaced. This can't be fair.
Target hit. Captain, I found an enemy plane!
Enemy sub launching first missile. Brace for impact.
We're approaching the vessel. Watch out for anti-aircraft fire.
How can a submarine that long?
10 seconds to impact. 8. Arcbird firing laser.
We've got enough on our hands dealing with a fighter jet.
Direct hit. It ripped a massive hole. The sub appears to have lost the ability to launch additional aircraft. Blasted out of the water.
They're throwing intense anti-aircraft fire up at us. Watch out!
The Arcbird was successfully employed over the forward edge of the battle area. The enemy amphibious force attacking Sand Island was repelled, and their invasion plans halted. The underwater carrier Synfaxi, a lethal enemy threat, was engaged and destroyed by the superior firepower of the Arcbird. Having lost the support of the Synfaxi, the remaining Yuktobanian forces retreated. Furthermore, we are requesting reinforcements from Central Command to replace our squadron members lost in combat.
Since we thwarted their invasion, We haven't seen any major offensive operation by the enemy for several weeks. Almost like we're at peace again, eh, people? Anyway, let's start the briefing.
Yuktobanian combat operations have been dormant since their failed large-scale invasion and the loss of their underwater carrier, Sinfaxi. However, there is still concern over a possible infiltration by small-scale forces from the ground and the air. You will split into flights of 2 and carry out patrols in the area from Akerson Hill to the northern coastline. The airspace above the grain fields extending around Akerson is covered by our Ocean AA system. The system automatically fires missiles at any hostile aircraft it detects. Patrol the northern coastline of Akerson Hill, which is out of our AA system's range.
Captain, which one?
Are we launching in this formation?
War Dog, launch.
That stupid geezer base commander just won't give us a break, will he?
He's relying on us, First Lieutenant Chopper. Hey, congratulations on your promotion, by the way.
That's weird. I don't feel any better.
Hey, you two. What's your current position?
300 miles south of you.
Roger.
Damaged, but the damage is light.
Transmitting aircraft. State your assignment and current status.
Oh, finally, a response. This is the Ocean Air Force transport plane Mother Goose 1. We're flying to the neutral country of North... We have the transmitter set to minimum power. Please come in closer so we can hear. I think this is you on our radar. Can you see us? We'd like you to guide us to a safe passage corridor through the AA defenses. We're on a top-secret mission and are not transmitting a valid friendly ID signal to the ground-based automatic defense systems. As a result, a friendly surface-to-air missile was mistakenly fired at us. We narrowly avoided a direct hit, but our radar system was destroyed, and we can't fly a safe path through the AA system.
Guide the transport plane through the AA system's radar coverage and take it to Akerson Hill. The transport is on a top-secret mission, so its ID signal has not been registered in the AA system's database. As a result, if the transport is picked up by the AA system, it may be shot down by our own missile fire. The engagement zone of this ground-based AA system is displayed on your radar. Due to combat damage, the transport's radar system is inoperable, and its maneuverability restricted. Guide the plane so it stays out of the AA system's engagement zone.
The Air Defense Command just received multiple radar hits on an enemy formation closing on your position. First bad guys we've seen crossing the pond for a while. Warning alarms are going off like mad, but we're the only ones near enough to intercept them in time. Hold on, baby. We're coming to your rescue.
Understood. I'm counting on you two. Blaze, can you see the transport craft? Roger. Keep your eyes on it.
Okay, I've got him on my radar.
Just like the intelligence said. The radio's picking up the enemy's voice.
These guys sound as beautiful as Thunderhead. Sweet as a rose, I tell you.
Don't let up just because it's a transport plane. If we take out this guy, they won't just give us a medal. They'll build a statue in our honor. This cargo's certainly worth that much.
Is that the enemy speaking? What are these guys talking about?
Don't worry about that. We need your escort. We're completely defenseless.
Well now, this is turning out to be a weird little race against the enemy.
Mother Goose 1, push to radio frequency 136 megahertz.
Roger, switching.
Mother Goose 1, any problems on your end?
No problems, but we'd like to get out of this airspace ASAP. My plane's damaged, so I can't put undue stress on the airframe. As much as you can, try to fly in a straight line for me.
AA system activated. Mother Goose 1, evade.
Looks like we took a hit. Cabin pressure falling. Please fly a course that avoids the AA system.
We'll be out of the AA defense system's coverage shortly.
Ocean Air Force fighter pilot, can you see us? Roger, please show us the way. This is Mother Goose 1. We've successfully navigated through the AA system. Thank you. However, I'd like to ask for your continued escort.
Enemy spotted on radar. Coming head on. Chopper team has arrived.
Hey kid, we're under your command now.
Mother Goose 1, we'll take care of him. Please separate at maximum speed.
Please, I'm counting on you.
Additional enemy targets on radar. Mother Goose 1, please keep your current vector.
Roger. Roger. Damn it.
Your speed's decreasing. What's the matter?
Mechanical trouble. I'm losing thrust on engine 1.
Hey, I see escort fighters. I thought there weren't going to be any escorts. If we let this get away, they're going to court-martial us.
Chopper engaging. Archer, engaging.
Blaze, shot down an enemy.
Captain, there's a problem with the hydraulics. Call for support. Don't let them get away from us.
They just won't stop.
The oil pressure gauge is dropping further.
I'll take a look. You take the controls.
Chopper, Grim, cover me.
Okay, I'm protecting this transport plane no matter what.
Prepare to eject if necessary.
That was close. The fire's under control. Automatic extinguisher system activated.
Amazing as always, Captain.
They're like hyenas, going after a helpless transport plane. You ever heard of honor, guys?
Fox 2, missile hit.
Get out of this airspace as quickly as possible.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Missile hit.
The captain shot down the enemy.
Blaze just shot one down. The enemy's changed direction. It's all right. We can make up the loss. Z-3, break! Missile! Missile! It's breaking apart.
We'll be okay with these people. Let's leave it to them.
Roger! Leave it to me!
Power, give me more speed. Hey, get back in your seat. Don't approach them. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, it's Dutch rolling!
This is transport plane, the Mother Goose 1. The captain's been shot.
What?
There was a spy in the crew. Two of the engines are shut down.
Hey, what kind of cargo you got in there? Is it something dangerous? Hey, you there?
The captain's dead and the co-pilot was wounded by a stray bullet. Tommy's holding the stick now, but he's just a secretary. He's never piloted a plane before.
So who are you?
I guess you would call me the cargo on this plane. Could you tell me how to control this thing? I'll relay everything to him.
Lower your altitude. Prepare for emergency landing.
just want to thank you before we go.
You'll be okay.
Yes, you'll do fine.
Tommy, those broken windows will be our guideposts. Almost there. You're doing great, Tommy. Those pilots ought to recruit you.
They're gonna be in for a pretty hard landing. Hey, kid, don't give yourself a headache aiming at every single one. This job's starting to wear me out a little. Hurry up. I don't think the transport plane's gonna wait for us.
These windmills are huge, but they're still a hard target from up here. This is gonna be difficult. I have to aim carefully.
Mother Goose 1, just keep going.
That's a pretty good runway there. A fine place for a landing. Altitude 100 feet. Almost there, I think.
That's a pretty good emergency landing, I'd say.
This is Archer. Surrounding airspace is clear of enemy aircraft. Everything is A-OK.
The transport plane is ready for an emergency landing. Mother Goose 1, landing confirmed. Are you all right, Mr. Cargo?
Yeah, I guess. That was a pretty smooth ride, actually.
Mr. Cargo, I've got a question I'd like to ask you.
What is it?
The Bird of Peace. Did you really have to use that beautiful white bird for this war? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to see your Bridge of Peace span into outer space.
It's still possible. Thanks to the bird, we're on even terms now. I'm trying to get to North Point, because I believe we have a chance.
To hold talks in neutral territory.
Right. Communication is vital.
So I can still believe in you then. I don't want to see any more young men or women lose their lives.
Me neither.
Uh-oh, I'm out of fuel. This is the Ocean Air Force 8492nd Squadron. We observed the emergency landing on our radar. Can you see us? You can leave the rest to us. We'll provide support until the transport plane's crew is rescued.
Roger, 8492nd. Take care of them for us.
Sure thing.
We've received a sitrep from Central Command. The crew on board the transport plane you encountered during your patrol has been rescued by the 8492nd Squadron. That is currently all the information we have.
After my article, The Four Wings of Sand Island, was published to wide acclaim, I grew bolder. Here was a profile view of the base commander, the emperor of this base.
Don't. He's in a bad mood today. If he catches you, he'll have your head.
What happened?
The Arkbird.
Huh?
The white bird in outer space, with Yuktobania outclassing us in firepower. It was the President's one trump card in the peace negotiations. And now, it's fallen right out of our hands.
So you're saying we don't know how long the war will drag on? The Arkbird. A superweapon capable of attacking from space, far beyond the reach of the enemy. Its power generator was destroyed by explosives planted inside a supply shipment launched from Earth. Once again, the balance of power had tipped toward Yuktobania.
Our army is finally ready to conduct a large-scale counterattack against Yuktobania. If we succeed, we'll never have to face the humiliation of those Yukes trampling on our homeland again. The goal of this operation is simple: to invade and occupy the Yuktobanian mainland.
We're going to conduct a large-scale amphibious assault against Yuktobania on the Vostok Peninsula. This mission will be called Operation Footprint. The landing force will be selected from the 1st and 2nd Ocean Army Battalions. They will be divided into 4 companies, A, B, C, and D, and transported to the area via landing craft. Upon landing, each division will fan out and destroy the enemy bases scattered throughout the area, then rendezvous and reform into a single large force unit to assault the final target, the fortress. The Yuktobanian defense positions along the coast are tightly dug in, and we have concluded that air attacks alone will not be enough to destroy them. Therefore, Operation Footprint will be a synchronized air and ground attack to neutralize these positions. It is critical that you follow the specific targeting instructions of the ground commander to maximize the effects of your attacks. We are expecting poor weather conditions and fierce resistance from the Yuktobanian defense forces. The fortress is protected by pillboxes and a defensive wall. Provide close air support for the ground forces and get as many soldiers as possible inside.
I wish you the best of luck in battle.
Captain, which plane should I...
So, we're going up in this formation? War Dog, launch.
Blaze, you are cleared for takeoff. Blaze, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Terry, got something I need to tell you.
The enemy's right in front of us, Scott. Save it for later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Later then.
The 4 companies will now land at their designated beachheads. Commence close air support.
This is Company Team. We're almost at the beach.
Go! Move forward! You're almost there! That's it! Row! Keep rowing!
To hell with this war.
This is Company A. Landing successful. Deploy the urban vehicles now! Move! Move! Land already! Hit that beach and start running! There's no time to kiss the ground!
Let's show them they're not welcome on our beaches.
HQ, the landing site is in a state of total chaos. The status on the coastline is as predicted, but no guarantees it'll stay that way. Radar lock! Fox 2! Fox 2! We'll be alright now. Continue the advance.
This is Company B. Our attack's getting held up by fierce fire from the bunkers. Halt the enemy fire with an airstrike. We'll charge in at the same time.
Hurry to the designated area and provide close air support. Activate your radar map to check location. Landing confirmed. Continue your support. Find top cover for the armored vehicles.
Is the attack target confirmed, kid? Roger. The trick will be to match our timing with the ground forces.
Wilco.
Roger. UGVL is in standby mode.
I should have transferred out of here. Save the whining for later. Our target's still ahead of us. Go! Go! Don't fall behind!
I'm sending reinforcements now. You've got to hold them off.
Requesting immediate close air support. Take out that large bunker from the air. Blaze, release weapon. Deploy the 3rd platoon. Have them attack the flank.
Are the pilots who sucked the Synfaxi mixed in there somewhere? Blow those Ocean bastards back into the sea! This is 2nd Squad. We're taking
Insubordination is grounds for a court-martial. I don't care. I'm not gonna take any more orders from that guy. Enemy tank at 5 o'clock. Range 800.
4 bunkers remaining. All enemies inside the bunkers clear away. Position secure. Retreat.
Requesting immediate close air support.
Enemy landing confirmed. Request permission to fire. Make sure you get an accurate fix on the enemy's position.
All right, I'll go first. Follow me! We're advancing? Through that? Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Looks like we can flank them from here. Get the 5th platoon to go.
We can hold our own against their ground forces, but we're helpless against their air support. We'll down if we stay here. Report damage status.
Nice kill, Captain! I knew you guys had it in you! Keep it up! Requesting air bombardment.
Visibility is low. Stay alert. The attack can come from anywhere. We've already deployed all of our reserve forces.
Jeff, launch a grenade in front of my path. You got it. This is the captain's last campaign before he retires. Let's make it a good one. This is Company D. I have a favor to ask. Could you bomb our monster of a captain from the air for us? Great! I'll send you the coordinate.
The area is secured. Thanks for the support.
It's kinda nice to have friends down below.
3 bunkers remaining.
Go! Go! You too, Mark! Give it your best. You'll do fine. We will prevail. We've lost contact with the captain. Proceed at your own discretion. No problem. I wasn't relying on him anyway. Fox 2! They're never gonna call us losers again! We're getting shot at from everywhere! Calm down. Check the direction of the incoming fire. The terrain's a little different from the aerial photos. Better adjust our strategy.
We can't defend this area any longer. So the enemy's finally made it to our mainland, huh? We can't defend this area just by ourselves.
I'm aware of the situation. I'm sending tanks your way.
This isn't looking good. Our firepower's deteriorating.
Be aware of your surroundings, everyone.
Damn it, they're coming this way. The tables have completely turned.
We've eliminated all threats along our route. Roger. We're moving the tanks through.
Capture the enemy position.
Second Lieutenant Rubin of Company B to our allied planes. Will you help us make our captain's last job one to remember? This is Rubin. We owe you one. Marching to the sound of air support bombings. Pretty fitting for the captain.
Requesting immediate close air support.
others down there. What? You should have told me that earlier, you moron! Where is he? I don't know. They all look the same.
Get up! This war hasn't even started!
Locked on! What? Break through that line with our current manpower? That's insane!
Those are the orders? What? You want me to die?
Stupid newbie! This isn't some textbook war game!
Artillery fire from the bunkers! Move the vehicles back!
Warning! The enemy's locked onto you! Fox 2! Missile hit! I can't tell what's going on from here. I'm moving forward with the troops.
Commence counterattack! Don't let anyone get by! What's happening? Report status! It's the enemy! They're closing in on the bunker!
We'll get surrounded if we move too far forward.
Now we're the ones in their crosshairs! We're getting surrounded, damn it!
I think we've already disabled that pillbox. Keep moving. If you want to survive, follow the captain's orders.
Enemy amphibious force has begun advancing!
Kid just bagged one! I'm retiring after this, so you better not overwork it.
Tank destroyed! Enemy advance contained!
Fox 2! Target hit! Pretty good! Keep it up! We appreciate the support, sir. Warning! You're being spiked by enemy radar! Fox 2! Bandits in gun range!
Watch out for surface fire as well.
Fourth squad, what's your status?
Those Uke bastards are blocking our course. All enemies inside the bunkers cleared away. Position secured.
Amazing. I don't think I'll ever be as good as Blaze.
2 bunkers remaining.
Stay where you are. I'm evaluating our options.
They're firing. Here they come. Where did our air superiority unit go?
Ground target destroyed.
When they're ready.
Splash one attacker.
Well done! Give him one more shot!
One bunker remaining. We drove the Ukes out of there.
Yes, this is all according to the textbook. We can do it. Good luck. Yeah, thanks. That was encouragement. I think I'm gonna cry. Blaze, Fox 2.
Allied planes moving into position to attack the last bunker. We're requesting close air support against the remaining bunkers. Let's finish this!
That's our captain for you. He ain't old for nothing.
The weather stinks. Worst day for a landing. This is nuts. What are they thinking?
Ground target destroyed. I just want to blow this thing up and go home. This is the worst day ever. I'm still okay. I'll get another shot. Nice kill, kid.
Bunkers opening fire again. Retreat! Retreat!
A fortress? I didn't learn anything in training about capturing a fortress.
Plowing ahead.
Enemy defensive fire decreasing. We're almost there.
First Sergeant, are you familiar with the tactics of capturing fortresses?
The pillboxes are getting smashed by those air attacks!
Missile hit!
Where's the enemy? Where are they?
Hey, Scott. Hey, chill out, Dad. Congratulations. What? You're kidding me, right? Not at all, buddy. We got a bouncing baby boy. Hurry up and give her a call.
After intense fighting, the landing force captured and secured the fortress target. Thanks to the success of Operation Footprint, we have secured the southeastern coast of Yuktobania. We've decided to make the fortress our first forward base on Yuktobania as we expand our combat operations inside the country. After we complete construction of our defensive positions, our ground forces will continue their advance to the final target, the capital city of Sinigrad. The Yuktobanian force that defended the Vostok Peninsula is staging a large-scale withdrawal from the area. After analyzing the situation, we have determined that they are pulling back the force to regroup their defense network and strengthen their capital defenses. Yuktobania's southern armies sustained heavy damage during our landing operation, and their defensive war power has weakened considerably. Their withdrawal is currently proceeding under the curtain of a set of electronic jamming signals. The enemy's air forces consist primarily of transport planes. Pursue these planes, destroy them, and halt their retreat.
Which plane am I? Captain, which plane? We're launching. War Dog, launch.
Hey, kid! Did you take a listen to that song? Yeah, that Bass of the Coin is a great tune, huh?
Edge engaging.
Archer, engaging. Blaze, engage.
Whoops. Chopper, engaging.
Due to current circumstances, we have been forced to set foot on Yuktobania with weapons. However, our true enemy here is the Yuktobanian military who started this unjust war. Transport squadron undetected. No problems yet. Roger. Maintain current heading. No stragglers. Don't leave anybody behind.
Unbelievable!
We gotta bag all these planes?
You think every enemy plane in the area is up and flying?
Well, let's ask them. Hey, how many planes you got there? Man, this is making me cry.
Report from Bielowy. Picking up something on radar.
There's way too many signatures on radar. Kid, Nagase, how about you guys?
My radar is showing strange results as well. Something's going on.
Hey, you don't think...
Does the enemy have a tally-ho on us yet?
Aha! I think I figured it out. Well, do share your keen insights, will you please? What's up?
First Lieutenant Chopper, jammer aircraft.
So it's a trick?
How could this be? Our new jamming devices are supposed to be perfect.
Okay, I feel better now. Ghosts aren't so bad once you figure out the trick behind them.
Where are the jammers? They've got to be somewhere close. Let's take care of them first.
Don't let the jamming confuse you. Repeat, don't let the enemy's jamming confuse you. Concentrate on shooting down the enemy jammer aircraft. The transport can wait.
The enemy radar blips disappeared. Several of them at once.
Damn it, our cover's blown. Therefore, I ask you, citizens of Yuktobania,
operating. You see those idiots anywhere?
I'm no joy. I don't see a thing, and my radar's clear too.
This is Edge. I'm not showing any aircraft like that either. Are you sure?
Multiple casualties! Get an ambulance over here fast! Damn it, the Ocean bastards.
This is Thunderhead. War Dog, did you engage in an attack on a civilian facility? Roger. So you're sure you didn't do this?
Why would we do that? Weren't you watching from up there?
Don't break formation. Your primary mission is to escort the transports.
So we're just gonna watch them die?
That's what I hate about war! No matter who starts it, it always comes to this.
The radar is back online! What? We're totally exposed flying like this. Calm down. It just means now we're on equal footing. Hey, are you sure our planes are gonna make it to the base? We wish to work hand in hand harmoniously with the citizens of Yuktobania for this operation. I've instructed our soldiers to follow this wish to the letter. We'll run squadron. Split and engage the enemy fighters. Omnia squadron, stay close and continue your escort mission. Don't worry, it's just one more thing we have to take care of is all. No friendly IFF squawk. Confirmed. Enemy aircraft approaching. Damn it! There's nothing we can do! You mean that was their real target?
There's been civilian casualties?
They're all retreating together like one big happy family. Damn, this is the biggest withdrawal in history.
All our chambers were shut down! Damn, our cover's totally blown!
Fox 1, Fox 1!
This is our sky. Don't let them barge in here.
Very impressive, Captain.
Archer, Fox 2! Locked on! Target hit! Last plane confirmed shot down. All enemy transports and jammers in the local airspace have been eliminated.
We have succeeded in halting the Yuktobanian army's airborne withdrawal from the Vostok Peninsula. However, a Yuktobanian civilian complex and engineering university has been attacked. This attack occurred in an area within operating range of the Sand Island Squadron. Sand Island air crews will report to Central Command headquarters in the Ocean capital city of Aured immediately.
General Howell, Supreme Commander of the Ocean armies deployed to Yuktobania, successfully stormed the enemy beach and established a command center on the spot. The general, who claims to have been given full operational authority by the President, then made the following declaration. "We will march forward and we will not lay down our arms until the Yuktobanian capital has fallen." Aured, the Ocean capital. The winds of war have yet to reach here. The air still smells of peace.
But that wasn't us. By the time we got there, they had already...
That's right. We heard them over the radio. They called themselves the 8492nd Squadron.
8492! 8492! Is that all you people have to say? There is no squadron in our military with that number.
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
We've got an emergency here. Our armies are bogged down with the Yuktobania invasion, so we're short on operational aircraft. Unfortunately, as a result, we're going to have to request that you flying aces take off for us. So, which mission would you like to take on? That's right, The capital's got more than one attack to deal with right now. How about we use this to decide?
Yuktobanian aircraft have suddenly been detected on radar southwest of Aured. They are flying in the direction of Apito International Airport, located in the area between Aured Bay and the capital. Apito International is a civilian airport. The enemy's intentions are unknown. Passengers and personnel are currently being evacuated, but the sudden appearance of the enemy has plunged the airport into chaos. Intercept and engage the invading enemy formation and protect Apito International Airport.
I can't believe we got the coin for this mission. This isn't funny, man.
This is the airport control tower. Emergency alert. All planes, cancel takeoff clearance. All approaching flights, change course immediately.
Change our course? Change it to where?
This is Air Ixiom, Flight 31. A high-speed aircraft just passed by us 600 yards away.
They're Allied fighters taking off on an emergency mission. All flights be heads up for mid-air collisions.
A fighter? I thought the war was over on the West Coast.
Oh, how peaceful this place is. I'm choking up here.
Which squadron was that, do you think?
It's the Capital District Air Defense Squadron. The enemy has unleashed chemical weapons in a college town 400 miles from the airport. One squadron is on its way there to spread neutralizers. You're the only ones that can defend the airport.
How could they? So which one's the containment attack? Are they both for real? It sounds like the other side of the coin is bad news too, huh? Not that things are any better over here.
Several aircraft of unknown origin are inbound.
What? You sure it's not some false report? We've spotted them on our radar as well. This is for real.
Look at all the enemies on the IFF.
Where? Down below? On the ground?
This is Airport Control Tower. Military transport planes parked on the runway. State your squadron number and call sign.
This is Capital District Air Command. We haven't deployed any Allied military transport planes to civilian airports at this time.
Tanks coming out of transport planes! They're firing! It's the enemy! Enemy forces inside the airport!
Hey kid, did you hear that just now? This is the middle of Osea! How can they be attacking here?
How did they sneak in here? Never mind. Just destroy the tanks and transport plane. Don't let them cause any more damage here. Look at that transport's wreckage. Did they have helicopters inside that thing too?
It looks like we were tricked. They were really after the airport.
All units, commence attack. The target must be completely destroyed. Give it all you've got.
When we passed over the airport just a moment ago, everything was fine. How in the world did they...
Attention passengers, please do not run inside the terminal hallways. We urge you not to panic. Please stay calm and evacuate the area.
Calm down!
this airport facility, right? This is Chopper. Roger that. I'll do my best.
AER Flight 302, ABS Flight 417, landing clearance canceled. Abort your landing.
The air's full of civilian planes. We have to be careful using our missiles.
This is Flight 417. We've been in a holding pattern for hours. We're on emergency fuel. It's too dangerous. I can't give you clearance to land right now. Tell that to my fuel tank. Can't you help us land here?
This is OWA Flight 783. We're running out of fuel, too.
Are you listening to me? This is war here. The freight terminal's getting shot at. Damn it! This is a civilian airport.
Then again, we did sort of do the same thing to them over in their territory.
So this is their retaliation for that? Why do people have to be so stupid?
We got word that the enemy Special Forces unit that gassed the college town is headed for the airport. Stay heads up. Damn it! Damn those dirty ukes!
Well, if that's what it is, then where did all these fighters come from? Even if they could refuel in the air, fly all the way here and get through our defenses to destroy our capital, there's not nearly enough of them to occupy the entire country. These guys are on a suicide mission and they know it. They must really hate us, or else they wouldn't have gone this far.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey, Control Tower. I feel like crying too, believe me.
Defense line penetrated. Now entering terminal.
Enemy attacks getting fierce.
This isn't a random terrorist act. Blaze, we can't lose any time here. We have to hurry. Right, let's hurry.
Attack the airport facilities, as well as any civilian planes in the air. Do something about those enemy aircraft overhead!
Fire at will. It's payback time.
There are civilians in there. Do we really have to do this?
Kennedy, don't forget about the people they killed.
Damn it! The uke pigs!
Hatred only breeds more hatred. It all just feeds on itself. Only a deep hatred could drive them to do something like this. Blaze, what lies at the root of this attack is hatred itself.
Parents, please stay with your children. Please follow all announcements and verbal directions.
What the hell is going on here? Rumors are starting to spread. The enemy's faltering under our air support!
Enemy forces annihilated. Airport control tower, what do you say?
Affirmative. Enemy defeat confirmed. Give our thanks to your aces up there.
Roger. Operation complete.
The enemy forces that tried to capture Apito International Airport have been destroyed. Hopefully, we'll find out how they managed to infiltrate the airport after we complete our investigation. Additionally, the effects of the chemical attack on the college town of Bana are currently subsiding, thanks to the neutralizing agent that was spread. The group that carried out the chemical attack are all but confirmed to be a Yuktobanian Special Forces commando unit. They were planning to link up with the main force at the airport, but they aborted their plan and slipped away upon hearing that their main force was defeated. The Yuktobanians have defiled our soil. Worse, they tried to destroy a civilian airport. We've got to defeat them, no matter the cost. We'll be sending you back to the front lines of the Yuktobania mainland. If you all really are innocent, then I hope you can prove it out there on the battlefield.
I will now brief the details of your mission orders. That's all I have to say to you right now, people. If you all really are innocent, then I suggest you prove it out there on the battlefield.
We have discovered the position of a secret facility in Yuktobania used to store ammunition. According to our information, the base is located deep in the jungles north of Lake Dama. The facility is massive and contains enough ammunition to supply a Yuktobanian ground division for a week of combat operations. Destroy this stockpile and cut off their frontline ammunition supply. Note that we've been getting a lot of attacks from soldiers hiding in the dense jungles with shoulder-mounted SAMs. They are very hard to detect from the air, so stay heads up for sudden attacks from these missiles when flying at low altitude.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use?
So, we're going up in this formation? War Dog, launch.
Jeez, now they got us turning right back into another battle. And this scenery definitely clashes with my rock and roll.
I'm just glad they're not ordering us to attack a city in retaliation for their retaliation.
You're a real optimist, you know that? Sheesh.
This is Thunderhead. Cut the chatter.
Oh, I just wish I could fly somewhere where I didn't have to listen to that voice.
You did until yesterday.
You'll be arriving at your target area shortly.
Well, I don't want to listen to that interrogation committee at the Capitol either.
The actual armory is located in an underground shelter. Fire missiles into the tunnel and destroy it from the inside.
Kid, it has to be straight on or your missiles won't make it inside. Understand? Good. The approach slope will be very severe, so don't get it wrong and slam into the thing.
Planes detected on radar. Sound the air raid sirens. Their intended target is believed to be the Sami's dot. All the Variac teams prepare to engage aircraft. Contact cut off! Situation unknown!
Break right, missiles!
They're shoulder-on SAMs! Enemy soldiers in the jungle!
They aren't showing up on my radar.
This is Thunderhead. Our search radar is clean. We can't see the launchers.
Man, you're useless!
Fox 2! Fox 2!
We're still only halfway there, but I'd like to start worrying about how we're gonna get back. I never complain about my missions, okay? What I'm doing now is not complaining.
I can't move. The jet lag's getting to me.
You can't rely on support here. We have to do this ourselves.
Radar lock!
Don't get strung out chasing them too far.
I can't see the enemy. Where are they?
I just want to get this harness off and jump into a hot tub. I'm tired of sitting on this ejection seat.
The transport facility is under attack. This is a perfect hiding place.
Missile approaching. Turning to main.
We've crossed the river. Proceeding with attack. I need more time before the next volley. Black hit on tunnel 1. Damn it, that room's full of water shells. Unleash a barrage of bullets and keep them at bay. Bring out all the weapons in storage. Fight back with those. Listen to me. This is the ammo dump. We can't have any fire in
Target acquired.
We can't put out the fire in time! Enemy fighter spotted. All flights, bring your air defense units further back. Don't let them penetrate our airspace any further. Another tunnel just took a hit.
Blaze, missile evaded.
It's setting off explosions elsewhere. Room temperature rising. The ammo's gonna start going off by itself. It's over. Evacuate all personnel.
Shockwave from the explosion!
The armories in this area have been destroyed.
The temperature inside the ammo dump is rising to a dangerous level. Do whatever it takes to keep the fire away from the main ammo dump. The shells are all exploding. We can't get near them. The fire spread too far. It's out of control. Get out of there. You're gonna get fried.
Here comes a shockwave! The ammo dump's blown up!
Wow, I bet that left a crater as big as those ones on the moon.
The armories in this area have been shut down.
Here they come again, stubborn little bastards.
Missile alert! Behind us!
Hold your fire! You're not going to hit anything from here!
The enemy's confused! We should keep hitting them!
I can't stand this. I want to go home already. How about you? You too, huh, kid? Let's hurry up and get this over with.
That's what you're really thinking, right, Captain?
Missile hit! Tunnel 3 is in flames! This is Tunnel 4! The fire's begun to set off explosions here, too! It's no use, we can't do a thing! We can't possibly take them.
Locked on!
The cable's getting burned. We've lost contact with control room. Enemy missile! Direct hit! Direct hit! The fire crew's all been wiped out. Send out somebody else! This whole place is gonna be blown away!
Wow! It's like a volcanic eruption!
Hey, I didn't think it would blow up like that. Must be pretty bad in there. You thinking the same thing? Have you forgotten that we're holding the supply lifeline of our entire army? If you don't want to lose this war, then hurry up and destroy the enemy! This place is lost. Evacuate! Hold your ground! We can't have the soldiers on the front lines fight with their bare hands!
Chopper, box 2! Yeah, bagged one!
Box 1! Box 1! Grim, you've got to respond quicker.
We can't put out this fire! Damn, he launched one at me! The air just feels thick all around me.
Missile hit!
Fire a missile at me, huh? Oh, you're asking for it, man.
Bandits in gun range.
Damn it, I'm out of fuel!
Nice kill, Blaze!
Over half the storage facility has been destroyed. I don't know what I like more, this or dogfighting. Or maybe the question is which one I hate more. Be careful while you're taxiing for takeoff.
Radar lock.
Our actions here could turn the tide of this war. What's happened to the sniper system? That thing is useless. Nagase, just fly like you always do. There's something weird about you today. Damn it, the radar team is useless! What was that? That was a huge explosion!
This is the thickest barrage I've ever seen.
Well, no
that with a little more feeling. At least we get to go home again today, right?
Yeah.
So, cheer up a little, huh?
You too, Chopper.
Yeah, I know.
The targeted ammunition stockpile facility was destroyed. With this operation, we have cut off one of the lifelines of the Yuktobanian army. Their ability to conduct operations will be reduced across the entire nation.
Despite the hectic mood among the staff at HQ, the start of the briefing was delayed. But the weary pilots, knowing full well that they must force their exhausted bodies back into the air once the order was given, weren't the slightest bit disturbed by the delay.
Hey, what are you writing there?
I just can't remember this next phrase.
Here, let me see.
Hey! The princess couldn't feed the dove that day. She was too sick.
May I take a look?
Rosgrees. The demon of Rosgrees got her, right?
You know the story?
The demon from the North Sea. I remember. My grandma used to tell me bedtime stories about it. And every time she did, I'd be too scared to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Settle down, people.
I know a little about that famous legend, too. When history witnesses a great change, Rosgrees reveals itself, first as a dark demon. As a demon, it uses its power to rain death upon the land, and then it dies. However, after a period of slumber, Rosgrees returns.
Gentlemen! Excuse me, Colonel. This is an absolutely vital mission to us. As the staff advisor sent from Central HQ for this effort, I'd like to explain it myself. The Osean army is planning a vast offensive with the ultimate objective of occupying the capital of Yuktobania. If this operation succeeds, it will end the war in very short order. However, the Yuktobanians have attacked our beachhead with ballistic missiles from the Rimfaxi, a Sinfaxi-class submersible carrier stationed in the icy waters of Rosgrees Straits. Fortunately, our ground forces had already completed attack preparations, so despite the missile attack, the offensive began as planned. Nevertheless, we must neutralize the threat of another Rimfaxi missile attack on our ground forces.
We have a single chance to stage a successful air attack on the underwater carrier Rimfaxi. Our passive sonar has detected a transport submarine that we believe is headed for the Rimfaxi. We believe the transport sub's mission is to supply the Rimfaxi with missiles. Based on its course and speed, we've calculated its rendezvous time with the Rimfaxi. By amazing coincidence, it is precisely the same time as the 0 hour of our ground attack. At this time, the Rimfaxi will have to surface to restock its missiles. At that exact moment, ingress at low altitude to avoid detection, launch a surprise attack, and sink the Rimfaxi. Once surfaced, it only takes the Rimfaxi 1 minute to rig for an emergency dive. If your approach is detected, you will only have 1 minute to complete your attack on the Rimfaxi.
Now keep in mind, there won't be any support from Arkbird this time around. This mission rests solely on your shoulders. The entire ground offensive is relying on this first surprise attack, so don't disappoint us. I want you to turn the icy Rosgrees Straits into the enemy's graveyard.
which plane? We're launching with this. War Dog, launch.
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. 1 mile to refueling craft. 500 yards to go. 100 yards to go. 50 yards to go. Blaze, maintain your current flight path. You're pretty good, Blaze. Commencing refueling.
Towards the submarine fleet. You are restricted from flying above 1,000 feet. We can't risk having our surprise attack detected.
I'm getting chills. This northern sea is where the demon of Rosgreaves came from.
Rosgreaves?
Huh. There's no way that could have been the Rosgreaves.
Hold your chatter. Commencing comm-out procedures shortly. Maintain radio silence.
Guess I'll cut off the mic and try talking to myself.
Taxi, launching burst missiles!
Launching carrier jets.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Mitchell, the advisor HQ. I'm getting you info in real time from our tracker satellite. Time your attacks to hit the Rinfaxi when it surfaces. Sink it before it deals any more damage to our ground forces with its missiles.
Rinfaxi, you're dealing lethal damage to the Ocean Army. Give me one more shot. Drive them back to the coastline.
Good thing there's no big bird shooting at us from the sky like before. Roger that. I guess we'll just have to get this over with. Locked and loaded. Come get some.
The Rinfaxi is diving!
trying to tell us that our time is up.
The surprise attack on the Rimfaxi was a success, and the carrier has sunk to the bottom of the Rosgriz Straits. The threat from the northern sea has disappeared, and the Osean forces are on the offensive against Yuktobania.
Me? Heavens. The ace pilots who sunk the enemy submarines are right over there. And I'm the person you want to interview now?
No, it's not that. It's just that I heard you used to be a fighter pilot yourself.
I just fly freight planes for the maintenance crews now. The captain, Captain Bartlett that is, but it was time for an old man like me to quit trying to compete with the young guys. Talk about a lack of respect.
Where did you meet Captain Bartlett?
We were both shot down and we bailed out behind enemy lines in the last war. We got through the bullet-ridden battlefield and made it back to the Allied front line. I tell you, it was tough getting the Army to believe we were on their side.
Shot down? You two?
Hey, it was a long time ago. Everyone makes mistakes, right?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Even if you're not flying with those pilots, your age and experience provide a lot of support for all of them. I just wanted to tell you that. I've seen that you really listen to what they say, and you always have helpful suggestions for them.
Well, thank you.
I think they're all going to need you, now more than ever.
I'll do what I can.
These people, it's like they're walking on a tightrope that could snap at any second. They're going to reach their breaking point sooner or later.
Yeah.
Our ground offensive is continuing its fast-paced push into Yuktobanian soil. A POW internment camp was discovered during the offensive, and a team of Marines has attacked and captured the camp. The Marines have secured the camp's radio room, and a flight of helicopters is en route to retrieve the prisoners. Your mission is to provide close air support for this rescue and retrieval operation. The radio room could be retaken by the enemy at any moment. If it is, the enemy will report the attack and the rescue will end in failure. Find and shoot down all enemy aircraft in the local airspace and secure air superiority across the entire area.
Captain, which plane? We're launching with this formation.
War Dog, launch.
This is Archer. Captain, can you see the POW camp?
Well, we should be able to see it soon.
You think the captain, Captain Bartlett, you think he's in there?
I bet he is. He's probably busy cussing out all the other POWs and taking charge right now. Right, Nagase? You're not still blaming yourself, are you?
No.
Fighters, I can hear the roar of your engines approaching. This is Sea Goblin. Man, I thought if I joined the Marines, I'd get to work on tropical beaches all the time. We've safely recovered the POWs. Guess our copter's not here yet. You're gonna have to babysit them a little bit longer. I'm picking up enemy planes on my radar. Roger. You're that squadron from Sand Island, right? I've heard of you guys. Can't wait to see you do your stuff.
Edge engaging.
Chopper engaging.
Archer, engaging.
Target hit!
One plane down!
of some good whiskey from our motherland. This is Sea Goblin. Does it seem like the enemy craft have noticed our infiltration?
You heard our captain. Relax. Just wait there at the camp.
Roger. We've cut off the enemy's lines of communication here, but it's just unsettling not being able to tell what the situation is. You know, I can't shake the feeling that we're being watched. Hey, did you see a figure behind that window over there? This is Kulanag. Do the pilots need anything? As many blankets as you can get, and bring some food too. You don't think they found us out and surrounded us already, do you? I heard some you bastards talking to each other, I swear!
We can figure out the number of remaining enemy planes from our pre-flight data. Let's see. There are 5 planes left.
Hurry up with the retrieval. The Ukes aren't that stupid. Nixie, Dwarf, you guard the area. I want your eyes so sharp you can tell the difference between 2 snowflakes.
There are 4 planes left.
Oh no, the enemy spotted us. They're heading for the radio room. They found us. A little earlier than we thought, too. Tell the guys on watch to come back.
I used to patrol the skies in this weather.
This is Sea Goblin. Combat has broken out in the camp. You've got control of the airspace now, right? I knew we could count on you. Okay, we're going to get everyone out of here.
2 enemy planes left.
Are the POWs we hit in the machine room all right? We can't hold out here for long. Barricade the door with those desks. Don't let them enter the radio room.
Sounding alarms across the entire facility. Enemy infiltration. All right, I've mopped up the enemies in the area. You can call in the taxi now.
Roger. We're all set. Bring the helicopter into our position.
This is Sea Goblin. Our ride's here. The ground's still crawling with weapons installations, though, so they can't land. Could you clear them out for us?
This is the gunship. We're gonna sweep the south end of Building B with Gatling fire. Target destroyed. Give me the next firing point.
I see the POW camp. The man I must... The people we must help are in there. We have to suppress the anti-aircraft fire first.
Roger. Those POWs will be free in a few minutes.
Wait till they're back in their old jobs, being overworked like us. I bet they'll want to get back into that camp.
Sam, confirmed, destroyed. If we can just get through this.
Don't get us confused with the enemy. We're gonna fire back.
Not a single man escaped the camp. If we can hold this area, they won't be able to escape. Man, this is a full-scale jailbreak. You said it. Let's blow this joint.
I've got a special delivery of bullets here. Where do you want me to drop them off? Got it. Don't you go anywhere.
Do we have any flash grenades left? Use them all up! Nixie, you take the rear. Good luck, man. You got it! Now get going! Hey, guns confirmed destroyed!
Mission almost complete. We can't let up now, though. I'll be ready.
Okay, thanks for taking out the trash. We're taking the POWs outside. Can you see their smiling faces? Buck here. We're coming to pick you up, so be ready.
We'll be landing at the designated site. Hurry up and get over here.
The POWs are heading for the helicopter. We're almost done with the rescue operations. Those people. I wish I could see their faces from up here.
Nagase's actually going down to look. Alright, everyone's in the helicopter. Checking to make sure we got all of them.
Sea Goblin, is Captain Bartlett there? Check for a Captain Bartlett.
No, nobody named Bartlett here. Hey, what about you? Nope, not here. None of the other POWs ever heard of him either.
But that can't... Look, just check for me one more time.
Damn it, Nagase!
After all the captain said to me,
You all right?
I'm fine. My plane's trashed, but those are always replaceable.
Sea Goblin to gunship. We're taking our guests home now. Can you guys rescue her? Roger. Weather conditions are getting worse. We'd better step on it. Landing point confirmed. Roger. Heading in to pick her up. The storm's too strong. We can't just leave her behind.
Look, I hate it too, but we have to wait for conditions to get better before we can do anything.
Damn it, is there nothing we can do? Damn it! You said it.
The POW rescue operation was a success, and both the Marines and our friends held in the camp were safely recovered. As for Captain K. Nagase, who was attacked and bailed out during the operation, Colonel Perot will issue orders on her behalf. Central Command will be replacing Captain Nagase's plane that was lost in the crash.
None of the rescued POWs saw Bartlett in the internment camp. Now where could he be, I wonder? Upon more favorable weather conditions, we will carry out a rescue operation for Captain Nagase. That's right. You've all been promoted yet again. You guys are burning through the ranks, you know that? You can thank High Command for it.
She'd left her book in the crew room. A Blue Dove for the Princess. That was the title of the book she left behind. A favorite book from her childhood. The pages have torn off over the years, and she had been writing down the words that were on those pages, trying to remember every sentence and every verse.
I loved this book so much, but I only have faint memories of what was inside. I feel like I've grown so far away from everything since then.
I remember how she looked when she told me that. I couldn't help wondering, Did she choose to crash on purpose, rather than having to take part in the invasion of another country?